I mean, last week we talked about the ACLU and NATO. I just wouldn't want to survey a group of people your age and ask them what they thought about the ACLU and NATO.
I don't even know what that is. So,
exactly.
yeah.
There you go. And you're a bright guy.
Yeah.
And I blame the schools for that because you should, and I'm going to...
Well, I know NATO. I know NATO.
All right.
I don't know what it stands for, but I know NATO. Yeah, I know NATO.
It stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Yeah, I knew some of those. I knew there was a treaty in there. I knew organization was in there.
And you know what it was?
Yeah, all right, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. It's like some type of alliance, right?
Yes,
am I right?
Correct.
An alliance that curates.
Curates.
Or not, I wouldn't say curate, but maybe.
You shouldn't say curate.
Yeah, no, we won't.
Do not say curate.
We'll take it out in the edit. An alliance that is in charge of other alliances.
No.
Well, not exactly.
Oh,
but
God.
I think it's...
Stop talking. Let me tell you what it is, and then, but here, you don't feel bad about this. You know why? I'm going to write a book someday called Gazpacho is Cold. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because everything you know, every single thing you know, you learned at a particular moment in your life. You don't remember every moment, but that's why generally people have understood that older people are wiser because they've had more days, more time, more experiences, more moments to learn something. Okay, so I remember when I ordered gazpacho soup for the first time, and I complained bitterly to the waiter that the soup was cold. Well, gazpacho soup is served cold.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's what I'm saying to you. You're learning it now.
Yeah.
I learned it, I was about the same age. Point being...
Is it really even soup then?
Yes, it is soup. It is cold soup. I agree.
It's like iced coffee. It's like... You're right, okay.
You're right, it's stupid.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but it is. And it's a very, expensive soup.
Gazpacho soup.
I mean, I remember I was at a restaurant, and it was, and I had really never before that had a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of money then, but even enough to go out to dinner with a girl.
Yeah.
And I was at a fairly nice restaurant ordering gazpacho soup. I felt pretty sophisticated. I was smoking a cigarette.
We were talking about NATO.
NATO, that's what we're talking about. Okay.
What is this, NATO? So NATO makes the soup?
No.
Okay.
The point being that every time you learn something, you learned it at a certain moment, and you shouldn't feel bad that you didn't learn it before that moment.
I don't feel bad.
No.
I know.
Right.
I definitely don't.
So today's the day you're learning what NATO is.
Yeah. And gazpacho soup.
And gazpacho soup. It's
they
a
go
double
hand
header.
in hand.
Oh, for you,
for me,
this is a bonanza.
I'm going to remember when I think of gazpacho soup, now I'm thinking of NATO.
It's a bonanza. You know what bonanza is?
I've heard of it.
It was a TV show.
It's a TV show, yeah. Exactly.
It was like the #1 show forever. It was a Western about these, 4 fat white guys who lived in Montana or something, and they had horses and adventures. I don't know.
Is this on HBO Max? Or
no, this is HBO Max. I mean, this is like...
I've never heard of it.
No.
When did this come out?
It was even corny when I was a kid. It was probably on in the late 50s and throughout the 60s.
Yeah, I'm out of it. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you don't want to know. But NATO, you should know. Now, you know what the Soviet Union was.
Yeah. Now it's Russia, right?
Russia was the dominant force. The Soviet Union was Russia and all the countries it conquered.
Yeah. I knew that.
Okay.
That's an easy one.
Okay. So NATO was what we formed after World War II to counter the Soviet Union, to make sure they didn't take over the whole world.
Oh, yeah, so it wasn't an alliance.
Yes, but not when we curated. We had nuclear missiles there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
they didn't have meetings where how are we going to curate the Soviets on this one? Putin is not a curator. He's a poisoner.
You're right. But, I mean, I was close.